It's a fucking sour plum. Oh god. Oh my god. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Bernt Nachos, and this is another news story by Bernt Nachos. We've got a good series of stories actually today lined up for you. Two stories. One is a follow up, and you're not going to be disappointed. So, that being said, let's get to it. First story is called Is Justin Bieber's driver's license at risk? Neighbors allege recklessness in Ferrari. Now, I hate Justin Bieber as much as the next guy, but you gotta admit, this kid gets a shitload of pussy, and he could get with any girl he wants with that whole, pregnancy thing or whatever, but at the same time, he's a fucking punk-ass piece of shit motherfucker, and I hate him, as I'm sure many of you do. Because, he sort of just had everything handed to him, and now he's just speeding around in a Ferrari. So let's start the story. First, there's some dumb intro thing that says, pop star Justin Bieber, with his right foot sometimes on the pedal of a white Ferrari, may be stepping over the line of safe driving, neighbors have alleged. The incident that's put Bieber in the news this week occurred Monday, when he allegedly drove his white Ferrari at freeway speeds in what is a 25-mile-per-hour zone. So apparently what happened is it's like a gated community, which is just a really fancy name for a rich neighborhood, and nobody can get in. There's security guards and all that shit. And apparently Justin Bieber lives somewhere near Keyshawn Johnson, who is an old NFL wide receiver. And apparently he's out in his yard playing with his daughter. So he's out there with his little girl throwing a ball or cutting off the heads of little dollies, as little black girls are one to do. And he's worried about his children, and he sees Bieber go vroom, right by him. And then a fucking huge NFL wide receiver, hops in his Toyota Prius and follows the Ferrari to his house, where apparently he goes into his house and, gives him a little shakedown. I think personally he probably should have gave him a couple punches, a couple right hook, right, left. You never lead with the hook. Give him a little jab and then get all the way in there. But then, the whole police are called and there's this big controversy oh, God forbid, Justin Bieber, fuck that. And so, there's something about driving suspension. But, fucking celebrities never get shit done to them ever, I mean, Lindsay Lohan, I can't count how many times she's been in jail, but she goes for 2 days, and then she gets out and she's back to shooting up heroin while she's snorting cocaine while jumping out of a plane and shooting someone to death. I really don't know. So that was the first story that came out the beginning of June. Now, I mean, I was very interested because I love Justin Bieber. And so I was very distraught by this news, and I was like, how could Justin Bieber do something that badly? And then justice was served, as I learned later on TMZ.com. Justin Bieber reckless driving case, the plot thickens. Holy shit. Are you ready for this? Turns out it actually wasn't Justin Bieber. Can you believe that? Oh, man. It actually makes me sort of upset that it wasn't him. So, this one goes, Justin Bieber's security people have told cops they have video showing that Tyler, the creator, not Justin, was behind the wheel at the time the car was being recklessly driven on Memorial Day. This, according to law enforcement sources. That explains it. It wasn't the 19-year-old white kid. It was the 22-year-old black rapper, of course. Now, I've heard the name Tyler, the Creator, and I understand he's a rapper or whatever. So I did a little research, 22 years old, and I don't know how he got into the skating community. But he lives there. No, I don't think he lives there. I guess he was visiting and having some tea with Justin Bieber or something like that. And he just lets him borrow his Ferrari, which I do all the time. I'm like, Hey Jim, what's going on? Yeah, good game last night. You want to go take my Ferrari for a spin? Just go get some milk down at the store? Fuck that. If I own a Ferrari, no one's getting in that baby except me and my dick. So it continues. Here's the problem. If Justin really was the one who was recklessly driving, security people could have been part of a conspiracy to hang Tyler out to dry. Oh, God, that's got to be it. It's a conspiracy. A huge conspiracy to get one person in trouble to save the ass of the 19-year-old white kid. This is just what is wrong with the world. This is what we're focusing on. A conspiracy about conspiracy. That's meant to be a word used for like conspiring to commit treason against the United States and people getting executed, not fucking 19-year-old pop stars driving in the middle of their community at highway speeds like, oh my God, it's fucking the biggest news of the year. TMZ posted video of Keyshawn Johnson Friday in which Keyshawn says he saw Justin behind the wheel of his Ferrari in the driveway of his gated community. We're told 3 other witnesses also saw Justin behind the wheel. Keyshawn tells TMZ when he confronted Justin in his garage, Justin said he wasn't driving during the wild ride and got into the driver's seat in the driveway to park the car into the garage, which is a tricky maneuver in a low-riding vehicle. As for the video, law enforcement sources say it has not been turned over to cops, at least not yet. Okay, that's ridiculous. If all of these people saw this, obviously it was him. And what a terrible excuse. Yeah, no, he drove, but then he couldn't park in my ginormous, I'm sure, like 8-car garage. Because obviously I'm a better driver because I'm 19. So he got out, and then I got in the car. And then you just happened to come up behind me while I was in the car. Because, I mean, I wasn't in there in the first place. I just got in to park it. It wasn't me. What are you talking about? I mean, what? I don't get it. But with all these people seeing him, you gotta believe it was him. And I hope it was him because I hate him. But then at the same time, I looked up a song of Tyler, the Creator. And the first thing I found was a song called Yonkers. And I listened to it, and I just wanted to kill myself immediately. Because it's just another one of those dumb, fucking annoying rap songs that's just like, fuck everything, fuck the world, you know? All that shit. So, I mean, either way, I just hope someone gets in trouble. And the hero of this story in the end is Keyshawn Johnson, because he's the man compared to these assholes. And I just hope that Justin gets what's coming to him, and he gets what he deserves, and someone fucking pops him across the mouth. And then I thought I'd also inform you of the related articles down below on TMZ. God, I hate TMZ. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna read them. Katie Holmes' knee vagina ? And there's a picture of, I guess, Katie Holmes' knee. And it does sort of look like a vagina, but who gives a fuck? Whose knee doesn't look like a vagina? I mean, really, in the end? The Keeping Up with the Kardashians porn spoof, with a picture of a porno blurred out. Justin Bieber hardcore flirting with Miley Cyrus. Holy shit, flirting hardcore. With a ugly picture of Miley Cyrus looking like a big skank, and Justin Bieber looking like a skinny white piece of shit motherfucker. 9 actors who took their roles too far from starving themselves. Fuck it. Miley Cyrus's shorts are so short you can see almost everything. And a dumb picture of her making a duck face. And Hot Clicks. Brent Mooseberger says ESPN apology wasn't the something about Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition, because there's a picture of what's her face? Kate Upton, yeah? ? Kate Upton, and she's really fucking hot. And I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and well, I mean, I wasn't masturbating or anything. I just needed to get a drink of water. Anyways, that is news for today. If you have anything you'd like to say, or have a good news story you want me to cover, go ahead, put it in the comments. Tell me about it. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.